Good evening. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy HGM Law Comics coming to you on this Sunday evening with a little um, unboxing because I got 3 packages in and an auction preview for tonight's auction at 8 o'clock on Strictly Comics Affordable Auction. So I'll be there um, selling a couple good lots that I think are going to be pretty decent. Selling the slab and some independents and whatever else that I see that I got today that make it worthwhile. So shout out to Edwin and Strictly Comics, and to the rest of the fam and the lovely people in the chat who come out every Sunday to support us and get some good books. So the whole point is to try to make sure we get you some good books. Now this is I got from Amber Key down there in Alabama. Met her a few months ago when we were doing when I was doing Chino Comics and More, and since then she's become on the J Blitz Key unit, doing that auction. Okay. So this ASM 238. That's a good key because this is the now this has those are the tattoo in it as well. Now the only issue I didn't know was whether it was a marked jeweler. We have to find that out. She didn't say it was. I didn't ask during the bidding process because the last thing I wanted to do is make that known that if it was a market jeweler, then price goes up another $50. It was funny because there's a guy John Boy on the key unit panel who does okay on the key unit panel, but does better on his own when he's doing his own Instagram stuff. And so let's see, the tattoos are there, but it is not a marked jewelers. This one, because the last one I had was a marked jewelers, and with the tattoos that John Boy picked up for good amount, $50 more than the non-marked jewelers was. So I'm not sure if I'm putting this one up yet or not. It depends on the chat. It's a decent issue. Needs a clean and press, or I might just simply send it on up to Erod, and this is my chance of getting it slabbed, getting the best I can get with it, and a complete issue. So I might do that and just leave that there. All right, the next one is from Big Cat 60, who usually is on the Meta Midnight Mafia. Shout out to Meta and his Midnight Mafia crew. I usually get a lot of my auction stuff from them. Decent guys, ambitious, trying to do their thing. Can't fault them for that. So, I can usually find some pretty decent deals on their stuff. Big Cat 60 is a OG like my age, who lived life before, during, before, and while comics existed. So, he kind of gets the hobby aspect of it, and not so crazy about it. So, but from him I got a Darth Vader issue 3, first appearance of Doc Apra. This will probably go up tonight. Really good condition. Because of the spec on her and what they're going to do with her in MCU or Disney Plus, I pick them up when I can. I already have a 9/8 that I got, so my personal collection is fine. But whenever I get one of these, usually if I can get one relatively inexpensively, then I can turn and make a couple dollars. So we'll see what it says. See what happens tonight. So that may very well go up because that's available. Also got. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, I might have to put this one up. Venom #3, fourth print. Uh, yeah. So I'll probably put this one up as well, just because it's Venom #3, fourth print. I have a Venom #3, third print that's out now, getting graded. So we'll see how that goes. That's the one I plan on keeping. Um, as I say, usually when it comes to investing, usually first appearances of superheroes or big characters that change the timeline or the storyline is what you do. So Null, this first full appearance of Null, is this issue. Cameos are around and all that stuff, but first appearance is this issue. So the one I have of this is the one I'm going to keep. And so if he ever gets his own storyline, we may pick that up. All the other stuff, no. First cover appearance, nah. I mean, there are people that spec on all that stuff, and they'll continue to spec on it. One of the big things with Venom is there's so many variants, and one of the things I thought about was, where's this all going to end up when all is said and done? All the Kirkhams, all the Cranes, all the Delato, all these variants that are out there, because every issue has at least 6 to 10. Where does it all end up? What's going to happen with them? Where's the value going to be in them? And my answer is I have no idea, because this is Venom's, I want to say, sixth series, and is it going to end up like the others, going 150 issues before it ends and starts another one? So that's why I look at all these variants that are out there that are being pushed and pushed and pushed and specced on. I'm just going, to what end does that happen? I mean, is it that we just buy them and hope they get to their max, which is who knows what, $80, $90, and then sell them, and then hold on to the person who's holding on to them for the next year and a half, and it goes down to $30, and you're sitting there going, okay, I've just got a $30 slab that's just sitting there, that waiting for it to go back up. Because again, what truly appreciates when it comes to investing is first appearance and first self-title. That's usually what does it, or some major change in the line can do it. They're minor stuff, but the first one. So this will probably go up tonight as well. We'll see what the people look for. And then I've got a bunch of Iron Man that I got from Big Cat 60. I like getting stuff that I couldn't get when I was growing up. I started on the 25-cent issues. That's what I started on, But as school came in and I didn't have money, I stopped collecting, So there were certain ones I could get, certain ones I couldn't. And then I didn't pick back up until there were 60 cents. So all these, copper and Bronze Age stuff, I never had a chance to get to. So what I'm doing now is occasionally a lot like this will come up, and I'll pick it up because I didn't have it before. It's not that expensive, It's not. I have no plans on getting them graded of any kind whatsoever, but just to add them to the collection. I think one of the big things I'm trying to do is to improve my collection, which is not just increase it but improve it, improve the quality of it, improve the type of books that I have in it, modernize it some, and I think that's what you have. Either you get back into it instead of the I can't do the spec. I don't want to do the speculation stuff again, because again it's just going to end up being jumping around grabbing a bunch of books that really in the end, after 6 to 8 months, it's just like the hunt for Wolverine. you know, Where's that 1 in 500? Yeah, nowhere. Um, and I can't do that. I can't do that. It's and I think that's what happens with all these variants. The hot issues now are Strange Academy. Thor had some heat. Venom had some heat. Um, and then a bunch of these, these new stories coming out. Crossover is another one. And and what I'm seeing is these stories coming out, and they're hyped, and these comic shops are just jumping on them. I mean, the Last Ronin is a big one that's come out. I think I can't remember how many variant covers they had. Detective 1027. I think they said it had 47 different covers. Um, it's insane. It's insane. And I understand why the publishers do this, because they look at saying, well, most people don't read their books. Most people buy them because they love the covers. That's the only reason why they buy them. That's why they'll buy second, third, fourth, print. Well, they'll buy cover A, cover B. They'll buy the Crane variant. They'll buy the Delato variant. They'll buy the Kirkham variant. They'll buy the Unknown Shop variant, and they'll buy all these different variants. So we can put out 25 different variant covers, and that's a chance for the same book to be sold to the same person 5, 6, 7 times. I mean, that's where do you find a publisher sitting there going, I'm happy if I get the person to buy one time, you know, buy one time. I can get them to buy the same book 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times just by changing the cover. So that $5 customer or $7 customer now becomes an $80 to $100 customer just because I put out a different cover. Are you kidding? Do it all day long. And that's just the variant covers coming on the issue one. And to do the same thing when it comes to the second printing, the third printing, the fourth printing, and then also the chase ones, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 10s, the 1 in 50s. Why not? This way the publisher makes more money. I can't fault them for that, not at all, because in the market that we have in this hobby, that's what people do. They run after these covers. They run after the covers, and they'll turn around and sell them in a heartbeat. And never read the book, never open it up. Just say, this cover's sick. This cover's sick. Sick cover, man. Go chasing signatures, and then putting it up. And so when I hear that a publisher has an issue coming out that says 47 different covers, that's crazy. Now I follow a couple small time groups, for auction purposes, and one is hopping on that train, getting an exclusive cover for their comic shop. And I look at it as a business thing, because they offer, and because they're selling for sale. So automatically I'm thinking, okay, well, how many issues do you have to buy to get your own exclusive cover? So I think they told me they're getting like 3,000 issues, and one's a trade, one has a Virgin. And so then I said, okay, so you can't tell me because it's your shop, but what's your break even point? How many issues of that do you have to sell just to cover your cost? Because I'm sure the publisher's going, you want in on this is how much it's going to cost you. Flat. Okay? They're going to make their money. You're going to get a shipment of a ton of books that you approved that are yours to sell on your own. Distribute on your own. And that's on you. So then the question is, how much do you have to do to break even at your selling point? So they said the selling point is like $50 for the two. So for the trade and the Virgin, $50 total on technically an $8 book. That they're trying to sell. It's a risk. Do you have the necessary number of people to get that? If at 25, because I don't know their costs. If I knew their costs, then I could figure out the break even point. I don't. But on the 3,000, you're looking at, they probably have to sell at least 2,000 to break even. I can't I mean, if you go straight analysis, if they get sold at cover price, but I'm sure they won't, because usually dealers get some percentage off. But you know, how many issues do you have to sell to make a cover? Then of course the rest sit, and it's only as hot as the book goes. So it's tough. It's tough, but some want to do that. I just don't want to do that because, like I say, in the span of weeks, your stuff can go just as a cool off, which means take a nosedive. Look at Miles Morales. When I first got into this thing 6 months ago, Ultimate Fallout 4 was the thing, was liquid gold. I mean, you couldn't grab it fast enough. Now, there are one or two people that'll buy it, but most don't. It's there. It's run its course until the next wave comes in and moves it up, moves it on. It's fine. So for me, it was always a long term spec. We'll see how they do with it. So this one, this new thing crossover, I think is the next new book, new story that comes out. That's Donny Cates and all that stuff. It's supposed to change the industry. We'll see what happens, because if it does like everything else, it'll cycle through and cycle on. And questions of business become, did I get out there? Did I distribute my books well enough so people bought them at a price where I could make some money? So I wish them well. Those who do this, I hope you break even, because it's tough if you don't. It really is. If you're sitting on inventory, and you're going, what do I do with it? Because then next, your cover becomes dollar bin stuff, and you're just sitting there going, Jesus, man, the cover I worked so hard to get, now dollar bin. I can't imagine dollar bin. Anyway, okay, so this next one is from Shelby Comics. Shelby and I have our issues, but I bought some stuff from them. So let's see what we got. We got okay, so I got this one. I really wanted this one because it's a really good issue, and he has some good issues on his Fantastic Four. He has a good Golden Age collection, so this 59 looks really nice. I mean, it looks really nice. I may have an 8.5 candidate here, which is what you kind of want in the Silver Age. So if I can get that, I'll be extremely happy. So yeah, this is going to go to Erod, and then we'll send it in and see what happens. So stay tuned on that one. All right, next one, another Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four 37. Not as good condition as the other one, but also but it's a decent copy. I'm going to say this is probably a 6, maybe 6.5 if done well. It's So I probably won't grade this. I'll just keep this in the LPC with the other FFs, and then sell as a lot later on down the road. But got that, and then what I call the common fillers Batman lot. Batman Year 3. 442. So if someone says they want a lot of Batman from the 80s, I'll gladly oblige them with this one. This may start off like $5 just to get it out. Yeah. Some good common Batman. Now I got 2 anniversary issues. Oh no, okay. Batman Anniversary 400. The Superman Anniversary 400. And Batman 93. Got a ton of these already. But, so yeah, some common Batman. I may do that. So, with that, plus, let's see, I want to make sure I show some of the other books I'm going to put up. Ice Cream Man issue 1. We're going to put that one up tonight. See, like I said, I'm not an independent person, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. But I know Ice Cream Man is one that's been looked at by a lot of people. Here's another one called Oblivion Song. I haven't read this. You have Plutona, also issue 1, and one called Reborn, issue 1. Of course, I'll look these up before they go up. And then I've got Incredible Hulk 102, 3.0 from CBCS. I'm putting this up because I picked up one from Adam 8.5, so I've improved my collection with one of these. So this I bought from Manny and Chino of R&R Comics in Houston. Bought it raw and then sent it in to CBCS without getting it pressed and cleaned because of their special. And of course it came back 3.0. Well, not really disappointed because I knew what I had when I sent it in. So, I knew it wasn't going to be high grade. So, but it got what it got. So that'll probably be what's going up tonight. We'll see what happens. Come out, take a look, let us know what you're interested in if you want. I look at it two ways. I have a responsibility as a seller to kind of gauge where the market's at, to kind of gauge what I know about and what I can put up, and to put it up at a price that will entice you to buy it. It's not about taking an L. It's not about getting back what I put into it, because in a true hobby, you're never going to get back what you put into it. If you run it as a business, then you got to buy it at a discount, and then you got to house it and wait. If you buy it as a hobby and then try to get back your money, you're going to lose most of the time on that, and it's going to frustrate you. I was watching one auction, a Halloween auction, and the guy was like, "Well, I'm not really into horror stuff, but I knew we were going to do some, so I went out and bought some issues. And, I'm going to start this lot off at what I paid for it, because I put it up the first time, no one was interested. And so I put it up now and try to just get back my money. And, again, no one bought. And I'm just sitting there thinking, going, no one's going to buy just because you put money into it. That's on you. People buy it because they want it. If they don't want it, they don't want it. And to sit there and complain and whine to people and say, I just want to get my money back because I made a bad decision, and I want you to pay me back my money to get me out of this. No. That's the risk we take being on the panel and selling. The risk is that I will go out looking for stuff, buying it in the hopes that you will want it. Okay? And while we all sit there and go, let us know if there's anything specific that you want, we'll look for it. And that's true. But a lot of times when I attend an auction because it's an auction, I have no idea what I'm looking for. But next thing you know, an issue pops up and I'm like, oh, I want that one. I've been looking for that one. But to put it specifically in there, no, prime example, House of Secrets 61, first appearance of Eclipso. And if you look at my video 2 months ago, I'm a big Stargirl fan. I had said, when that season finale came up, I said, Eclipso is going to be the villain to find. House of Secrets 61. When I found out that the thing was released in 63, I'm going, Jesus, man. That's an old book, and it's an expensive book. And, and you talk about it to a few people, and lo and behold, I want to say, last night, it became available. Someone had it and just popped it up because someone else heard about it and started talking about it. And I said, okay, there we go. I'm not going to sit in the chat and write out each time House of Secrets 61. That's what I'm looking for. No. And most people will not do that who are sitting in the chat. There are people like myself and a bunch of others who, don't want to advertise exactly what we're looking for because then it stops us from getting a chance to sneak in and grabbing one at a really good price. I mean, we don't want to alert people that, hey, I want a, big key book. If you have one, great. That's the dance that we play. We put in there, let us know what you're looking for, and someone will say Bronze Age this, Bronze Age that, and that's fine. So if we have, we'll put it up, and that helps as well. But what I don't like is I don't like sellers crying about people not wanting their stuff. Okay, the get this lot out of my house stuff. I mean, not everyone's going to want everything you have. It's just the way, the nature of the business. The hope is that when you bring stuff, you bring good books. People know you have good books, and you find stuff that is needed. I mean, so none of the stuff I put in tonight is. I don't have any Venom. I don't have any Thor. I have some tried and true titles that should have some action. Now, am I in here to? And the way I look at it is I don't have to get a win on every issue. The hope is that when all is said and done for the night, I've made more money than I spent. If I can do that, and that's on me to create that. If I can do that, we're good. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Because from that one night, it goes to that month. From that month, it goes to that quarter. All in all, did you make more than you spent? And that's how you have to look at it. So, as a panel, auction panel, I don't sit there and complain about people. Y'all fall asleep on this stuff. Y'all missing out. This book's expensive. No, I mean just stop. Just stop. As I tell people, most of the panel knows what it is. They know what the book is. They know about the book. Some of the people in the chat know more than you do. Okay, but the issue is, if your starting bid is too high, they're not going to buy it. If it disagrees with what's on eBay or the condition or any value they look at, they're not going to buy it. So, sitting there and grousing about, well, if you're not going to buy it, it's going to stay in my collection, I'm going to send it to get graded. Okay, fine. And that's what you do. I mean, and then what? You're going to come back and say, I got to grade it. Well, okay, whoop-de-doo. We continue on. That's the how to do that we do. That happens. So, and I've gotten to the point where now if I'm in the chat, I'll write back. Look, your starting bid's too high. Because they'll say, HDM Law usually is the one that goes after these gold age. And I'll look and say, your starting bid's too high for a book that's that condition. It's just too high. You can come back and go, well, no, it's not too high. Well, given that no one bid on it, yeah. That's all it is. If your starting bid is good enough, someone's going to bid on it. If it's not, no one does. So, proof's in the pudding, as my mother would say. So anyway, it is now gone on 30 minutes. We're doing well. Again tonight at 8 o'clock, Strictly Comics, affordable auction. Please come out. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in your comments below, and hope to see you come out and get some books and enjoy the rest of your night. And I think I'll start doing some basic topic videos, not too long, but some basic topic videos as things go on, because it's all about the books and it's about the hobby. So enjoy it, and we will see you next time. Thank you.